So I started this live stream because I wanted to talk about Ghost of Yotei. So, yeah, the game we're currently playing, and with good reason. There's been, of course, you know, the usual hate, the Antifa, all that other shit. I'm not necessarily here to talk about that. I wanted to actually talk about what I believe are minor to major problems with the game that I do believe should be fixed or changed. As someone who's played Ghost of Tsushima, and I absolutely adore that fucking game. I mean, I've live streamed it multiple times. I was enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie, but at this point, I would be definitely lying if I said I still was. So shit, where do we start? So we'll talk about the combat. My issues with that is I continue starting off. We're gonna start with this. This to me isn't enough armor. It's not. I'm not sorry about it. It's I mean, to be honest, for all the armors you see here, not all of them are actually worth it. I mean, yeah, sure, there's this armor, which is cool. I like the look of this armor. I love the look of it, but I'm not the arrow type. That's the traveler's garment, which I mean, it's cool you brought it back, but I don't count this. I don't count it. I don't count this either. This is the Sue something. I forgot what it's called. Everyone knows it's fucking armor, bro. So that's two armor sets. I'm not counting. This is a damn good one. This is decent. This, wait, hold on. Yeah, that's that armor. That one, Undying. Yeah, Mercenary Time. No, I'm missing one of them. One or two. Which is why I said to me, it's not really enough armor. It really, it's not enough armor in my opinion. Because two of these, I mean, they're not new. They look different, but they're not new. It's the exact same shit we've always had. You know, like maybe I'm tripping here, but I don't count these two. So in reality, we have what? So we'll say we have six, maybe seven new armor outfits, right? Well, let's narrow that down. As cool as this looks, you have no reason to use this unless you're clearing out a camp and you just want to be an asshole from a distance. I mean, the armor is cool, but if you're actually trying to be effective, no. We already went over that. This armor's good to start off with, till you get the better fucking armors, which at that point, there's really like two armor sets, really three, if you include the Bounty Master armor, that's actually worth a damn. The rest, I don't know why you would use it. Why would you? Like this shit. What am I gonna do with this? Sake? Really? I don't like drunk fighting, so that's pointless. The Shinobi armor is cool. Shinobi armor is cool. But once you enter a duel or some shit, this shit's dead, bro. It gives you no benefit. Most of the other armors, I don't have them because they don't really have a benefit. The main beneficial armors is Armor of the Undiamond, Bounty Master armor, and Spider Lily. The rest is just cosmetic or just you just want to run that. But other than that, they don't do shit for you. And it's weird because when you look at the mess, look at this shit. Look at how many masks. I don't have all the masks. I'm nowhere near done. Hats. Don't have all the hats. Nowhere near done. But when you get to the outfits, so we just have these, and I can change the color of these, and that's as far as we go. Okay. Okay. Not exactly excited. Not exactly my forte, but you know. It's weird. I have all these fucking masks and hats, but only so few outfits to actually combine it with. Which, when you look at Tsushima, it's a little weird. A little weird. No, yeah, sure, we didn't have all these extra options and shit, but it's like you went deep on the hats and the masks, and you just got to the numbers like, you know what, I don't feel like doing all this. We're just gonna close this up for the outfits and cosmetics. We're good here. No, we weren't. We weren't good here. I mean, even this armor, I don't really like this armor completely because that first perk is useless for me. A martyr chance to drop throwable weapons, I don't even like that shit. Yeah, that's personal preference. I don't have to use the throwing weapons, but it drops way too much, and I like my sword combat. Maybe that's the problem. I like my sword to sword. Okay, I like my blade on blade clashing, the clinging of the metal. I like it. You know? And so, it's either I wear this one, or I'm wearing this one. There is no in between here. And this weapon, this armor I don't like because it goes into the combat. And I'm not a fan of the combat, as I've already stated. So it's really just either I rock this or I'm just assed out. You see this? You see this right here? I don't like this. Current power level. I have to go to multiple fucking hot springs just to unlock, just to get this thing messed out. Why? Why can't it be like the rest of these? I don't want to do that shit. I want to be here for the exploration, scenery, the fucking story, the combat. I'm not here for a fucking RPG game. This is an RPG element. I don't like RPGs like that no more. That shit's gone. It came and went. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's dead. I don't care to do all this extra shit. I just don't. Like, really? So in order for me to get this to tier 2, what I have to do, stagger pull on enemies with dual katana. 7 out of 25. I have to do this, what? Let's say 18 more times before this actually gets messed out. Why? Why? I don't play Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yotei for this. I just don't. And some of these required me to get more charms than I cared for just so I could do this. Just so I could. You know, like, that's not cool to me. That's very boring. Very boring. The only thing I like that they did with the charms is I did switch my shit out, didn't it? You can put major charms and minor charms. I don't know if there's a limit to how many major charms you could have, but shit, I started off fucked up having minor charms and major charm slots, and I had to catch myself until I realized the game doesn't care, which I think is cool. This little power system, this little leveling system, 100% go fuck yourself. I'm not okay with it. I don't like it. It burns my fucking soul. Another one, it kills me. It's killing me inside. And I'm not sorry, man. You see this? Guys, we all know you unlock shit like this in Tsushima by quote unquote leveling up, let's just say. Made more sense. Now I had a post on Reddit going over all of this, and it was a little bit more in depth. I said that instead, what they should have done was they should have done was a proficiency system, meaning that as Atsu becomes, she used the weapons more, she kills with them more, she'll get better with the weapons, and by using those weapons or getting better with those weapons would cause her to unlock these as she go. Instead of me having to instead of me having to play Where's Waldo, looking for fucking altars. You have to go around the map looking for altars, bro. Looking for altars. Just so you can get this. That's the only reason I don't have this. I'm missing shit. I know. I'm aware. I have to stop what I'm doing and go play fucking Where's Waldo. If you are catching on here, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Wait a minute. Since when can you wear that mask and hat together? Bullshit. You can't. I've tried. It takes the fucking hat off. Oh yeah, that's a minor note on to. That's a minor note on this. I would like to wear a hat with this and not just be, told to go fuck myself. I'm just saying. This you can't tell me this mask with that hat would not be dope as fuck. Problem is, you see masks like these, full masks, you can't wear a full mask and a hat. It has to be a half mask. Which I feel like was a majorly missed fucking outfit, cosmetic fucking opportunity. I feel like that was just majorly fucking missed. Probably a little too far missed. Unlocking your quick fire through the story as you progressed it should have been a thing. By now, I should have kunai. Why don't I have kunai? I don't fucking know. Your guess is better, is as good as mine. I guess I have to find the motherfucker that has kunai, so I can have kunai. Why? I don't know. Don't ask me. It's not. It wasn't my idea. I don't like it. I don't like forced exploration. Like upstream, I just went and I just, because I know I have to. I just went, found all those hot springs, did some pillars, did some sumis, did some bamboo stripes, found some, I already said hot springs. I did all that offspring. And afterwards, I went and found something else to do and continue to play the game. When I was on Tsushima, bro, there was no rest, there was no break. I don't give a fuck. Day through night, I'm on that. I am 100% on that. Huh? No, you doubt it. I doubt it. As a task. Fuck. Huh? I gotta go see about my boy here. And yeah, I'm missing somebody. But like the wolf dens, they're cool. I don't really want to put too much in because I see where the wolf can kind of be a crutch, and I don't like crutches. Maybe it's just, I'm a Miyazaki, as my woman calls it, a Miyazaki baby. Um, played Dark Souls, played Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2. I played a little bit of first Dark Souls. I didn't get that deep into it, to be honest. I mainly picked up back on Dark Souls with Dark Souls 2. I missed 3, and of course, I went to Elder Ring. Now, between all that, I also went to Sekiro. And I love that game so much, I went and became a fucking god at it. Literally. Like, I made it my life's fucking purpose to become a fucking menace, a goddamn problem in Sekiro. Fuck just being, oh, you're charmless? Oh, you have the demon belt? Oh, that's cool, bro. Me too. Are you on New Game Plus 7? Huh? No, I mean, I'm on New Game Plus 4, bro. Are you on New Game Plus? Have you went beyond New Game Plus 7? Well, if not, don't fucking talk to me. We have nothing to talk about, god damn it. Is that a hood? You're still playing with your hood? Ew. Did this motherfucker just heal? I know you didn't just heal. I know you didn't use that gourd. See, now I got a problem with you. Like, I evolved into being that type of guy. Like, I started off setting. Once I felt like I mastered the demon bell and being charmless, I made it my goal to make the game harder for myself. I played one of the what's still considered one of the hardest games to date, and I made it harder on my fucking self. So it's not like anything I'm saying with the combat is just like, oh, maybe you're just like, no, I'm not. Stop yourself while you're it. I'm definitely 100% that, my boy. If I'm saying something, it's for a reason. Um, with this system, right? I've said it before. I'm gonna keep saying it. I absolutely hate it. I despise. It burns my fucking soul to the end that this fucking exists. It's not so much that, oh, well, I mean, you got like 5 different weapons. That's a whole upgrade. I mean, you only had a katana before. Yeah, you know what? If it meant having the whole system back, I would rather go back to just a single fucking katana. Why? I I miss my stances. I feel like they reinvented the wheel. They broke something that didn't need to be fixed. There was nothing wrong with the stance system they had. It was literally perfect. Chef's fucking kiss. It was perfect. There was absolutely nothing fucking wrong with it. As a matter of fact, I use this for an example. I said this on Reddit as well. When this first came out, all, and I mean over half my friends list, I felt left out than a bitch. It made me get it, I'm looking down over, like I'm just scrolling down my friends list, and almost everyone I know is playing this bitch. A couple days to a few days have passed, and I thought maybe I was just being a dick until I look up and half these assholes that, like another half of the half that bought the game are going back to fucking Tsushima. And it's not just, well, Yotei doesn't have multiplayer New Game Plus shit. No, let's be honest here. It's not that. The fluidity of the combat. Oh my god, it's so sassy. Oh my god, it's so sexy. It is so nice to fight an enemy in a game that's not Sekiro, where it's like, you think I'm some kind of bitch? Do you think I'm some kind of whore? Hey, homie, come here, hold my sake. Like, it's like that. Like, oh shit. Even like your most basic bitch enemy can beat your ass. I like it. I like that. That's the type of energy we endorse around here. What we're not gonna endorse, however, is unlike its predecessor. And no, I don't want to hear. Oh, Jin's a sim. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. That's a dumb fucking argument. I don't want to hear it. It's stupid. It is dumb that if I have a fucking katana, I have to match the enemy with a katana. Why? That is stupid. Who thought of this? That is the dumbest shit I have ever fucking heard of. It pisses me off, bro. Because literally, you do next to no stagger damage, and you will hardly ever get past their blocks if you're not using a weapon meant for them. And every time you get a new weapon, you will be reminded this. When you're learning dual katanas, alright, if you go against it, if an enemy pulls his sword, what do? And they make you go through the animation of equipping your fucking katana. Like, yes, I know. If he pulls out his katana, I pull out my katana. If he pulls out dual katanas, what goes against dual katanas? Oh, wait, nothing. Because we're the only ones that use them. We're the only ones that use dual katanas. If, same thing with the Odachi. If you see a brute and you try to use a dual katana, you're gonna be there all fucking day. Never mind the fact that you are slashing the shit out this motherfucker with 2 swords. If you don't use this Odachi, you will be there all fucking day. If you see a polearm, a motherfucker with a Yari, guess what you're not doing? You're not using this against his ass. He's gonna beat your ass. Well, I wouldn't say he's gonna beat your ass, but you're at a huge disadvantage. You're about to be trying to break that posture for a hot ass minute. Way longer than what it would be if you just, I don't know, just switch to your dual katanas. It's weird. I mean, maybe it's just me, but it's weird as fuck to me. It's weird when I see Kursurigama or sickles, and I'm like, alright, where's my pole arm? Oh, he has a shield. Let me switch to my Kursurigama. I like the old system where your stance was supposed to be what you base this off of. If I saw a motherfucker with a pole arm, I knew switch to my wind stance. If I saw a motherfucker with a shield, use water stance. Water stance works against shields. Not a whole different fucking weapon. If I see a brute, there's moon stance. If you see a motherfucker with a sword, it's stone stance. That makes sense, but it went even deeper. I'm not done there. Tsushima made fucking sense. If I see an enemy with a katana and I'm using water stance, there is nothing in the game that is going to passively fucking force me to switch my weapon. I have a katana, he could have whatever. It's about my understanding of the fucking weapon itself. I have a katana, but apparently this bitch don't understand katanas. But she has to do it like, I'm sorry, him being a samurai doesn't make sense when this bitch is rocking 5 different fucking weapon systems. And she's supposed to be a master of 5 different weapon systems. It doesn't make sense how Jin can take a fucking katana and square up with everybody. He doesn't give a fuck. You could be an Oni Lord for fuck's sake. Jin would start laughing as he unsheaths his goddamn sword. You know, like, it's like, yo, brother, that's a what are you doing? Yeah, over here, it's the only place we're asking, what is he doing? In every other game outside of this one, it's, damn, he beat your ass? Well, how? How did that happen? Oh, I took a katana against a pole arm, that's what. Huh? On what planet? And no one's talking about it. Everyone's like, oh, it's not bad. No, this is horrible. This is absolute garbage. This is trash, and people need to be honest about it. And before anyone tries to come back with some bullshit ass retort, as I said, Sekiro God here. I fuck player. I'm not doing that modest humble shit. You can look at my channel. Fuck you. I earn my fucking stripes, okay? I call myself, I am a sword saint. If you play Sekiro, you know what the fuck that means. No, bro. Like in Sekiro, now people say, oh, well, he has his prosthetic. He has the Crimson Blade. I've shown you that you really don't need those. Like, and even though he has a prosthetic limb, even though he has the Crimson Blade, Sekiro, I mean, you could try to spam the Crimson Blade. I mean, unless it's like your very first playthrough, it's not gonna do you much justice. And even then, you still have to have some understanding, some level of skill about you. Like, you still have to have some form of skill about you, fool. I mean, you could just sit there, hold L1, and just keep hitting R1. But when Lady Butterfly, Genichiro, one of them just knocks the shit out of you, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when you're staring at a respawn screen. You know what I'm saying? People are beating what's considered the hardest game on the fucking market with a character only using one fucking weapon. It doesn't matter what Sekiro comes into contact with, just like with Jin. If it wants to smoke, he's the goddamn fire for it, goddamn it. He ain't putting shit out but your soul. Like, come on, bro. Neo. I thought they were gonna do the Neo thing. In Neo, you get to choose 2. More than 1, but 2. And that was dope. What did I go with in my first Neo playthrough? I went with dual katana, Kursurigama. I thought that's what we were gonna be doing. I didn't think, and I thought they do how they did it. Like, your stances are different depending on what weapon you choose. Nope, your weapons are your stances. That is hot dog water trash. When you are throwing 5 enemies at me, or more than, even just more than 3, like, just seeing a motherfucker with a spear, seeing a motherfucker with a spear and a motherfucker with a shield is a headache. Because I know for one of you, I have to use the Kursurigama. I can't use it against the other one of you. So then, in order to go against the spearman, I gotta switch. Like, no, bro, I'm not doing all that. I don't like doing all that. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. The combat, like what you see up there on that top right, that's sassy. Oh, that's sassy. You know what? We ain't gotta do. We'll do this. Aido. See, that was dope. Oh my god, that was so dope. What the Lone Island said, I just in my pants. I need new pants. And that's until you realize for each one of these assholes, you gotta use a different weapon. It kind of kills real weapon mastery. Because I feel like real weapon mastery is a mastery of a single weapon. She's not really a weapon master. She just has familiarity enough with each one of these to use them. Jin was a weapon master. Sekiro, a weapon master. Your Neo characters. Or if we'll go to Neo 1, William, a weapon master. This bitch is a fraud. The fuck? Out of my face. But no, bro. I'm not okay with this shit. It annoys the fuck out of me. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. The other thing I don't like is, I say with every game, no, this is where I might sound like a broken record. There's only one game that I know has definitely changed this up. Yet again, Sekiro. In Sekiro, you have perishable attacks. When you are first starting off Sekiro, you have to either dodge, well, really, they expect you to just dodge. Get your dumb ass out the way, you know? Dodge the shit and avoid. As you get better with the game, as you understand your enemies better, as you understand timing, distance, all these fucking variables that goes into the fighting of Sekiro, as you get better at it, you can literally parry what you thought were unparryable attacks. I have it in my video. Shit that you're like, I thought you were only able to Mercury counter that. No, bro. You can parry it with your sword. You don't have to do that. The only abilities that I know you cannot parry is lightning and the mortal blade. Those are two of the only abilities I can think of that you can't parry, and they actually, I mean, one is fucking lightning, bro. How do you parry lightning? Now you can reverse lightning, but that's not a parry. The other one, the mortal blade. It's a blade that literally can it insta kills even divine fucking beings, bro. Like, no, you're not parrying that. Get the fuck out the way. Everything else though is like, you know, um, you just have to time that right. You know that, right? Like, if an enemy tries to grab you, you can parry it. Make it make sense. I can parry a grab attack in Sekiro. How old is Sekiro? Hold on, where's my phone? Let's make this make sense. I keep name dropping it for a fucking reason. Because I feel like if the devs would have actually did a little bit of homework and what were the most successful games of this style, it kind of answers itself, doesn't it? Cause I'm just saying, for as difficult as Sekiro is, there's still people trying to get beaten it to this day. There are still people fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's the wrong question. Sekiro come out 2009. This game, I'm talking about, came out 6 years ago. How are you getting your ass beat by a 6-year-old fucking game? Sekiro is 6 years old, bro. How did it understand the most basic shit that you are failing? Like I said, this doesn't mean auto combat. I do like it when, you perfect parry one asshole, you get his ass out the way, then you got another one coming in, but he's not just doing that one blue glint, it's like three of them bitches, and I like that. I don't like having to switch my shit just to fight his ass. It takes the momentum away from me. It kills my momentum, and it fucks with me mentally. Um, So it's not like I'm just bitching about the combat because oh my god, it's too hard. No, skill ceiling's not a factor. What's the skill ceiling? I've beaten some of the hardest. I love a good combat in games like this. So I'm saying something because it's good. It could be perfect. It could be way fucking better than it is. It doesn't have to be where it is. It could have been way fucking better. As I said on Reddit, Sekiro, Neo, the first Ghost of Tsushima are absolutely loved because they took something simple and made it complex. They didn't take something that was uh, simple but complex in its own nature and try to make it more fucking complex. That's what Neo 3 is doing. And I promise you this, I've already said I'm not getting Neo 3. I played Neo 1, I played Neo 2. I'm good on Neo 3 fool. I don't want it. Because they did similar shit to this one. They took your yokai burst, the ability you have to use to counter unblockable attacks, and they made it a switch form. So you have your samurai form, you have your ninja form. And regardless of whether you want it to or not, if you use it, it's gonna switch your form. I don't like that. Let my form be my fucking form. If I'm hitting this bitch up with dual swords, let me hit this bitch up with dual swords. If I wanna mid-fight switch from my dual swords to my dachi and still continue beating his ass, I can. It's not gonna be, oh well, your shinobi is much faster, much more agile, and your samurai is much more brutish. She's stronger and take like no, my character is my fucking character and my skill is my goddamn skill. Fuck off with your artificial bullshit. That's what I need you to do. Fuck off with your artificial fake ass shit. Stop trying to fix shit that's not broken. Cause I'm positive I'm not the only person who's sitting here who was watching that Neo 3 gameplay and was like, I'm already dealing with Yotei doing this shit. I'm good. I'm alright. Fuck a pre-order. Fuck no, fuck pre-order. Fuck, I'm still gonna buy it anyway. I'm just not gonna pre-order. Like, no, I don't want it at all now. I don't want it at all. They can keep the whole fucking thing. And my woman will tell you, when they came out with Wolong, I was pissed. I was fucking mad as hell. Because I'm sitting there like, we have been begging. We have been on our hands and knees begging for a Neo 3 and you gave us this bullshit. Then they came out with Rise of the Ronin. Now I find it funny. And if you actually look at it outside of just what people claim, the majority of your actual Neo veterans, meaning you didn't start in Neo 2, you do not count. You don't count. And I say that because you don't know what the game actually started as. And I always say you have to look at where a game starts because you have to accept and realize that the sequels exist because of the success of its fucking original predecessor. Meaning that Neo 2, Neo 3 would not fucking exist if it was not for the first fucking Neo that captivated all the hearts and minds it did. If it didn't hit those fucking cell numbers, guess what? You wouldn't have Neo 2. You wouldn't have Neo 3. You wouldn't have fucking Wolong and you wouldn't have Rise of the goddamn Ronin. Most of the people that bought every single DLC to Neo 1 bought the whole game and probably got like 1,000 hours in that bitch and probably still playing it are not interested. They're still playing it, motherfucker. What does that tell you? Neo 2 was a little bit more accepted. It still went into a realm where it was like, you still familiar. I still recognize your face. It's it's a few features missing, missing the eye or two, but it's cool. I still know who you are. Wolong was, so who's this for? Who is it? Who's this for? It sure as hell ain't for me. Rise of the Ronin. Yo, whose man's is this? Hey, somebody come get there, bro. I ain't got time. And now Neo 3 is like, so you're gonna give us Neo 3 and change another core fundamental. Yeah, no, I'm good on that. Fuck that, I'm straight. I'm gonna let my wallet do the talking. I'm alright. Like, it's just, it doesn't make sense. I don't like it. Like, it kills me. As I had to collect multiple charms just to get some of these to be upgradable. See what this is? Collect 5 more charms to upgrade to major charm slot. Why do I have to do that? I don't want to collect 5 more charms. If it's a major charm, it should be a fucking major charm. I don't want to. And he was like, well, yeah, it's just gonna be. Well, it wasn't. I'm more tempted to go back, and I mean, I already did restart my Ghost of Tsushima in preparation for this one. I'm tempted to go back and finish that motherfucker and not even finish this bitch. I'm not joking. Like, it didn't need that rework. It didn't need it. Now, the second thing to me is, um, it might be me, but outside of standoffs, an enemy's first strike at you is actually sometimes very hard to read. Like when you're in a group fight, right? You know, you're waiting for one of those fuckers to try to attack or whatever. So you could see how it's gonna go. The first strike always seems it feels like it just comes out of nowhere. Like it's not choreographed enough for you to react to it. And I don't like feeling like I'm being set up for failure. You know? Like, sure, the combos that come after, I can catch those. So long as I'm locked in, I'm paying attention, I'm focused, I could catch those. But it's always that first fucking strike where I'm like, when did he swing? When did he swing? You know, I'm just sitting there like a dog, like, I got hit? How the fuck did I get hit? You know? That's Biter. That's Biter. Because they still get their asses beat any fucking way. But that first strike don't feel like there's enough time in between for you to react. Like, sure, you'll get hit once and you can react to the rest of the combos, but it's not like Ghost of Tsushima where it really feels like if you got that first hit on me, that's me. I fucked that up. I fucked that up. It feels more like, hey, motherfucker, when did you swing? I ain't see shit. Yeah, by the time I caught it, it was too late. He was already in my hitbox. So I'm gonna get hit. These don't feel as powerful as they should. Using a smoke bomb is mad underwhelming. You'll get maybe one kill, one critical, and that's it. I get it. You didn't want them to just be this tool, that broken ass tool that people could abuse for combat. I get that. But what I also don't get is by the time I stab this one motherfucker, everybody's bad looking at me like, so is that it? You just threw a firecracker, my boy? Is that all you got? Because I'm about to beat your ass. Like, huh? Nigga, it's a smoke bomb. You can't see me. Shut the fuck up and get back to coughing. Like, it don't feel like it should. It don't feel like it has the weight and effectiveness as it should. I say with the throwing weapons. I know this armor drops them more. Even before I was wearing, what is it, Spider Lily? When I was wearing this, I noticed that the drop rate for throwing weapons is a little atrocious. I ain't gonna cap. I get you wanted it to be a main feature, but like I said, this may be me just, enjoying my sword, my caveman fucking sword clanging combat. But it was one time I wish I would have streamed it. I just dead ass looked down on the ground and I'm like, if I really wanted all these throwing weapons and I can clear out half the enemies, they're gonna get one shot. Like, I have a friend that also plays this game. He killed off some of his bounties like that. He just threw weapons at them and killed them. Literally. So by the time they had any clue what the fuck was going on, he just used a throwing weapon. It didn't require him to understand blocking, deflecting, and parrying as 3 separate fucking things. He perfect parrying and perfect dodges ain't something he's worried about. Why? Because he's gonna use whatever he can to get the few kills he needs so he can start throwing shit. I've literally watched him run around, and it's like this. I'm just like this wouldn't work. This would never happen in Tsushima. Goddamn it, this would never happen. You know, like it feels like the exhilarating feeling of the sword clash combat is kind of gone somewhat. Because it actually did wipe out a huge group. And I'm not gonna lie, I used it as a crutch. I didn't like that I used it as a crutch. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with taking my L and fucking trying again. I'm perfectly fine with that. But I didn't feel how it felt that I had to somewhat do that just to get a leg up. I didn't enjoy that feeling. The altars of reflection, I absolutely hate them. Absolutely hate altars of reflection. Because you have, not only do you have to find them, and yeah, sure, a cartographer makes that way easier, right? It's the simple fact that this shit stops my character progression. Meaning there are skills that I should have that I do not have because I haven't stopped enjoying the open world exploration of the story to go chase this shit. I don't want to. But I mean, I didn't just, go through the trouble of clearing some of this shit off my map for no fucking reason. You kind of need to, just like in the first one. It's not a complaint. I mean, you can go far in the game with Jin if you don't visit hot springs and increase your maximum health. It's not like it's required, but you will have a much easier time. A much easier time. You'll get one shot a hell of a lot less. Well, not only is my health tied to something I have to go play Where's Waldo, with my charms are fucking as well. I have to play Where's Waldo with those too. On top of that, I have to play Where's Waldo with my quick fire fucking weapons. It's like, god damn, bro. You put too much into this, bro. It's forced at this point. And I don't like that. I like for my inspiration to feel random and rewarding, not something I have to do. Not something I'm just forced to do, And I guess the last thing was the story. Um, the story started off great. I was enjoying the story at first. Yeah, it had more than a few instances where I just kind of stopped and was looking at Atsu like, "You're a bitch. You are a total bitch, bro. I do not like you no more." I had the ending spoiled for me. It was spoiled. I don't really care. I'm still gonna. I take that back. I'm not gonna enjoy the ending. The game's not as political as everyone's making it, but it does have its subtle agendas. Like I was low key started to notice, it does that thing where almost every male you encounter is an ass. Not all of them. Not all of them. But they're either wimpy as hell or they're fucking assholes. You know? And I don't like it. I get it, she's a female, feudal Japan. I get what you're saying, man. But feudal Japan also had Anabushi female monk warriors, and some of them made names for themselves. So it's not like it's unheard of, for female warriors. So it's weird how every instructor, every master you have, every fucking combatant you come across has to say something about you being a woman. It's like, okay, and why is everyone so soaked up about this? Why does it? Oh my god, it's horrible. It's horrible. Then the way she was treating her brother, and now she wants to be all close and shit, and it really comes off like, well, now you see that there's a benefit to having a samurai brother. Um, Now you're cool, because before when they first met, he was like, they were on their way to do something, and he was basically like, we just reunited. I thought you were dead. You thought I was dead. We gotta catch up and shit. She was like, well, I really don't know you like that, and blah blah blah. I'm like, bitch, this ain't a stranger in the street. This ain't your fucking ex. This ain't just some random nigga you fucked like 5 months ago. This is your fucking brother. You know what I'm saying? You were just ready to go on a whole genocidal mission because you thought this man was a part of your dead fucking family, just to find out he's alive. Like you didn't get happy, brother. Give him a hug, nothing. Like it's just gonna be a cold bitch. This man's trying his hardest to reach out, and you're just like a goddamn fly swatter, just swatting off each one of his attempts. Ain't that some shit? Like, this is certain shit I don't like. Like with the ending, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. If you don't want to know what the ending is, then I mean, you can go ahead, click off, mute. Five, four, three, two, one. So as I found out in the end, the first kitsune, Oyuki, this bitch marries fucking Oyuki, and this is why I say there's some agendas in here. I can't deny it. Because it doesn't make sense. Let me get this straight. This bitch helped kill your entire family outside of your brother who just got lucky. And you are going to practically get into a relationship with this bitch and raise your brother's daughter or child. I don't know if it's a daughter, but raise your brother's child with this woman. I would have preferred if Asu just faded off into obscurity with her brother's child. That would make much more sense. Jin went out on some G shit. He was like, you know what, fuck it. The Shogun don't like me no more. I'm branded all this bullshit. Well, I guess I'm gonna be killing samurai to the end of my fucking days. It's on, bitch. Like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, Jin, let's get this shit. I was expecting a fucking sequel to that shit. That would have been dope. But we got this instead. And so it's like, um, you did what now? I'm gonna tell you now, from what I can tell of her brother, I don't think he be happy. Like, yeah, my child's with my sister, but had a hand in killing mom and dad. I don't know. Like, forgiveness, I understand forgiveness, but that's one thing. Forgiveness is one thing. It's a whole nother to just be foolhardy. This is some foolhardy ass shit. Like, she's a changed person. She went through her trials and tribulations. That's cool. That don't bring your fucking mom, bringing none of them back. And even with her calling herself trying to help you, you still got pinned to a tree. Like, did she really? I don't know. Maybe I'm being an ass, but I don't fuck with it. I don't like it. I chose to spare Oyuki out of an act of forgiveness and understanding. That don't mean go move in with the bitch at your family's home, raising your brother's kid. That's not what that means. So how did we get here? Like, I found that out and I'm like, huh? Okay. Weird. But okay. Yeah. Then my own boy, he went ahead and told me, because I went ahead and told him, if I could have got a refund for this game, I would have. I'm not gonna cap. I'm not the type that do it. I keep most of the games I buy because I believe in being firm in my decisions. This dead ass would have been the very first game I ever would have told Sony, hey bro, you can have this back. I'm straight. It's cool. Like, I'm not joking. I googled the shit and all that. I was ready to give them this game back. Of course, Sony's return policy is some bullshit, but it is what it is. Which is the only reason why I'm on it now. Because, I mean, I do enjoy the elements of it. but I can't say I enjoy it like that, you know. And I enjoyed enough to play through it and still, you know, see how stuff plays out and all that. But I've been taking my time, you know. Um, I'll play for like maybe an hour and some change, and then I hop right off. That's as that's as far as that goes. I play for a little bit, and then that's it. I hop right off. I might switch to Tsushima. I might switch to Sengoku. I might switch. I play anything else, but I can't play this like that, and that bothers me. Cause when I like games, full deep in, bro. I go all the way in. I can't do it with this one. I just can't. I can't do it with this one. You know. And so I felt like someone had to come out and be honest with some of this shit instead of everyone, you know, sucking up. Either they're sucking up to the game and the devs, or they're on that political, want to be controversial bullshit. You know, it's not a perfect game. It's good. Would I say it's worth the $76 I spent on it? No, no, hell no. I wouldn't dare. I would rather pay like 39.99, 49.99. Like we could cut that by 25%. You know, but do I feel like it's worth what I paid? No. In the beginning, it was. As